So Cori Bush got ousted from her primary. Now, a lot of people are happy about that. She's a super hyper progressive. She had a lot of really bad ideas, in my opinion. I'm not a fan of Cori Bush, but I'll tell you what I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of her being ousted because a foreign lobby, which should be a foreign lobby, AIPAC doesn't have to register as one, but a lobby that is working on behalf of building a foreign nation, not building America, but building a foreign nation, decided to spend $9 million against her and oust her from her position in Congress. Here's their tweet that AIPAC put out. The voters have spoken. The many won. Being pro-Israel is good policy and good politics. So being pro-Israel is good policy and good politics in the United States of America. So being for a foreign country, that's the good policy. That's the number one priority. That's what you should care most about, is building a foreign country. So they ousted her, and she said this. She had some words about it. She called AIPAC out by name. She says, "You've only radicalized me more." And she says, "AIPAC, I'm coming to tear your kingdom down." Watch this.
Pulling me away from my position as Congresswoman. All you did was take some of the strings off. Let's be clear. Let's talk about what it really is. Because see, now I don't have to worry about some strings that I have attached, and as much as I love my job. But all they did was radicalize me, and so now they need to be afraid. See, now they about to see this other Cori, this other side, because let me say this. I just grew up a whole lot more over the last few weeks. Just grew up a whole different way. And so what they are about to get, they think. So the thing is this. The thing is this. I don't think that anything, there is nothing that happens in my life that happens in vain. So if this happened, it's because it was meant to happen. And let me say, it's because of the work that I need to do. And let me say this.
Yeah, okay. So AIPAC then tweeted this out. More great results last night for pro-Israel Democrats and progressive candidates for Congress. 100% of AIPAC-backed Democrats have won their primary election so far this cycle, including Bell for Mo, which is, who is Bell for Mo? That is, let me just look at, that's Wesley Bell. Oh, that's the one that just beat Cori Bush. And also Latimer for New York. Being pro-Israel is good policy and good politics, they continue to say. Being pro-foreign country is good policy and good politics. How exactly does that benefit America? How does that benefit you and me? So a politician being pro-building a foreign country, building a foreign country. It's not just don't pick a war with this country. Let's do business and trade with this country. That'd be one thing. But Israel's not our largest trading partner, not even close to it. Israel doesn't really provide the United States with really anything except a military base in the Middle East that we really shouldn't have, and we should be getting out of it altogether. So it's somehow good politics. It's somehow good policy for the United States when in fact it isn't. This is a foreign country that citizens of this country are advocating for the rest of us. This is a small minority group. They're advocating for the rest of us to take our tax dollars and to use those tax dollars to build a foreign country for them to one day go to, just in case. Or when, I don't know, the economy falls or something. And that is good policy, is to make the rest of us foot that bill. Somebody explain how this is good policy. But they've still said that they have 100% of the AIPAC-backed Democrats winning their primary. On their website, they've got this, they're showing that this cycle on AIPAC, they've endorsed candidates that have won in every district, 265 races where an endorsee was on the ballot. All 104 AIPAC-backed Democrats who have had their primary races in 2024 have won. These Democrats are strong pro-Israel voices who are also leaders in the Black, Hispanic, Asian American, Pacific Islander, and Progressive caucuses. This includes 86 Congressional Equality Caucus members, 40 Congressional Asian Pacific American Caucus members, 20 Congressional Hispanic Caucus members, 30 Progressive Caucus members, and 23 Congressional Black Caucus members. So they're basically buying off everybody is what they're saying. That they don't discriminate at all. They'll buy off anybody. And they're not only buying off Democrats, they're trying to buy off Republicans as well. They said 161 AIPAC-backed Republicans have won their elections. Why is it okay for AIPAC to back anybody without them having to register as a foreign as a foreign agent? They say, well, because we're Americans. And so we're not a foreign agent. We're not working on behalf of Israel. We're Americans, and this is American money. But these are a fringe, right? This is fringe because it's a very, very small group asking us to support a pet project for just them that only benefits a very, very small group of Americans and not the rest of us. It leaves the rest of us out in the cold. Literally, if shit were to hit the fan here in the United States, and many of us would say, wow, I wish I had another country to run off to, we wouldn't have that option, but there's a group that would, and we funded it. We paid for it. So AIPAC is bragging by the fact that they've got a 100% track record with Democrats, 161 Republicans. The fact that Republicans don't fall for it as easily as Democrats do, that's really telling. A lot of people view more of the conservatives because it's the evangelical Christians who are Zionists. They're the ones who support Israel. They view Republicans as being the real true supporters of Israel. But in fact, Democrats seem to be much more so, since 100% of the Democratic candidates end up in office and not 100% of Republicans. We saw Thomas Massie defeat AIPAC and still win his primary. So Republicans are still able to fend it off somehow. These are questions we definitely should be asking. Here's AIPAC Tracker. They call out the money that AIPAC spends, which is, by the way, kind of new. AIPAC started spending a lot more money on actual campaigns than they did in the past. They did other lobbying activities that swayed people in their direction, but really truly spending on actual campaigns is a fairly new thing, and they've got a really good track record. They're defeating candidates. Here, this is AIPAC Tracker showing that John James, these are the recent wins in the primaries. John James received $291,137 from AIPAC. John Molinar, $67,850. Lisa McClain, $22,884. Tim Wahlberg, $95,921. So these people are all being paid off. We should make this socially, totally, and completely unacceptable. It should be, and I don't care if you're fighting for Israel, if you're wanting us to invade Venezuela or Cuba or Iran or China, if it's a pet project that only benefits a very small group of Americans solely for them to one day go back to those countries, and that's why they want us to do these things, this should be completely shamed. This should be socially unacceptable. We should say, we are America. You need to be wanting to build America for the benefit of all Americans. And that should be the goal of this country and everybody in it. Hey guys, this was just a clip of a longer show. Catch the full show by going to KimIversonShow.com. It is free. It airs Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. You could go back now and watch this full interview. I highly recommend it. Again, go to KimIversonShow.com. Thank you so much for watching.